Please join us in welcoming in Shabbat with the words, Hinei ma tov, how good and pleasant it is when brothers and sisters dwell together in unity. It's number 7 on page 2. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Rabbi and Lindy are on vacation this week. I'm Kathy Meyer. Tonight, Karma and Steve and Beth and Deborah and Dean. We are all going to put tonight's service together with your help. It is the custom at the beginning of each of our services to create a Kehillah Kadosha, a holy community, by greeting one another and introducing ourselves to those we do not know. So please get up. And for our friends at home, open your chat and wish each other a Shabbat Shalom.
Here.
There you go. Perfect answer.
We'll continue on page 6 with Lecha Dodi.
Likrat likrat kala, panay panay
turn to page 8, and we're going to read together at the top. As we welcome this gift of Shabbat,
we turn our vision inward. We seek the still small voice within us, searching for rest and renewal. We seek the light of peace and pray that it fills our hearts, our homes, and our sanctuaries with love, compassion, and care. As has become our custom since October 7th, before lighting our Shabbat candles, we light a candle to remember those still being held by Hamas in Gaza, and in solidarity with them and with their loved ones, and with prayers that they will all be home soon. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We rise physically or spiritually for the call to worship at the top of page 9.
Yay, la, la. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated, and we continue with the V'ahavta in Hebrew at the top of page 10.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'eineinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
We read together at the top of page 11. Standing at the water's edge, the sea spray on your cheek. Close your eyes and feel within the beating of freedom's drum. Listen closely on the breeze. Do you hear the music of the ages? O God, you beat the drum. You are the song. You are the wonder in each of us. With joy and awe, we sing to you this song of freedom. We continue on page 12 with
Hashkivenu by Craig Topman. You can find the words at the top of the page.
Thank you. We rise physically or spiritually for the Amidah at the bottom of page 13.
Adonai, Sephatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah v'Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'koneh Hakol Ve'zocher Chastei Avot ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei v'neihem Lema'an Shemo ve'ahava Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechaye hakol Atah Rav le'Hoshia Mechakel Chayim bechesed Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim Umatir asurim Umekayem emunato Lishenei afar Michamocha ba'al gevurot Umidom elach Melech meimit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'nehemanat alehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim bechol yom Yahalelu chasela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. We continue in the middle of page 15. Ritzei
Adonai Eloheinu be'amcha Yisrael u'tfilatam be'ahava tikabel Uti leratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha Baruch atah Adonai she'otcha levadcha be'yirah na'avod. Be gracious, O Lord our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. May our worship always be acceptable to you. Modim anachnu lach Sha'atahu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu le'olam va'ed. Tzur hayenu magen yishenu atahu ledor vador. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Middle of page 16, Haporei Sukkot. Beautiful prayer for peace. Ata Adonai, Hapore Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol hamo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Hapore Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol hamo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol hamo. Ve'al Yerushalayim Shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol hamo. Ve'al Yerushalayim Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, Hapore Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol hamo Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol hamo Yisrael. I don't think you can ever have too much shalom.
We'll take a few minutes now to look inside ourselves and take comfort from those that are around us as we take a moment during this week with everything that happens around us, around the world, within our families and within ourselves, to have some moments of peace. There are beautiful readings on page 17 if you need those for inspiration.
Chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-dai, da-dai, da-dai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-dai, da-dai, da-dai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-dai, da-dai, da-dai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Ta-da-dai, da-dai, da-dai. I will build this world from love. then we continue with Seder Kriyat Torah, the service for the reading of Torah, on page 20. And those who are able, please rise as our ark is open. And it is my honor to invite onto the bima our second vice president, Beth Sanders, for the honor of carrying the Torah this evening. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, udevar Adonai. Oh, not yet. Shamayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, B'Kedushato. Beit Yaakov lechu v'nelcha be'or Adonai. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk in the light of our God. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. This week's Torah portion is Devarim.
Yep.
Listen to these words. Al shlosha Devarim. On these three things, on these three words, the whole world stands. On Torah, on acts of loving kindness, on Torah, Be'al ha'avodah, and on worship. Thank you. Stephen. Al shlosha Devarim. Al shlosha Devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al shlosha Devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim. Al shlosha devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim. Al shlosha devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim. Al shlosha devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim. Ha'olam omed. And Beth will also be doing our Devar Torah this evening. Oh, hang on just one sec.
I think we have sound.
There we are.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
What was God thinking in not allowing Moses to cross the Jordan River into Israel? How is that fair? Why, God? Why exact what could be seen as a punishment upon the man who led your people through the wilderness for 40 years. It seems that Moses, with the end of his life in sight, was stopped in his tracks at Mount Nebo. Why? To make sense of this week's portion, I turned to Rabbi Jonathan Sachs. I was introduced to Sachs' teachings by Karma in our Torah study class here at Temple Israel, and I have found his insights enhance my own understanding of what it means to be Jewish. What follows is from his drash, the teacher as hero. Upon learning he would not cross into the promised land, did Moses sink into sadness or continue to plead with God to let him cross the river Jordan? Did he retreat into memories of happier times, like building the tabernacle or when they all sang at the parting of the Red Sea? Fortunately for us, this was not the path Moses chose. What he did instead changed the course of Jewish history. Moses changed careers. He shifted his relationship with his people. Moses, the liberator, the lawgiver, the worker of miracles, and the intermediary between the Israelites and God, became Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher. Moses tells the people what the law is and explains why the law is. The law is as it is because of the people's experience of slavery and persecution in Egypt, which was their tutorial in why we need freedom and law-governed liberty. Moses reminds them, you should do this because you were once slaves in Egypt. Remember and never forget where you came from and what it felt like to be exiled, persecuted, and powerless. In Lin-Manuel Miranda's musical Hamilton, George Washington tells the hot-headed Alexander Hamilton, dying is easy, young man, living is harder. In Deuteronomy, Moses tells the Israelites, slavery was easy, freedom is harder. In this final book of our Torah, Moses reaches a new level of authority and wisdom. For the first time, we hear him speak extensively in his own voice, rather than as the transmitter of God's words through him. At this defining moment of his life, Moses understood, though he would not physically be with the people when they entered the promised land, he could still be with them intellectually and emotionally if he gave them teachings to take with them into the future. Moses became a pioneer of perhaps the single greatest contribution of Judaism to the concept of leadership, the idea of the teacher as a hero. The hero demonstrates courage in the field of battle. Moses knew the most important battles are not military, but rather spiritual, moral, and cultural. A military victory shifts the pieces on the chessboard of history, but it's almost always short-lived. The enemy will attack again, or a new and more dangerous opponent will appear. The spiritual victory changes lives, and if the lesson is not forgotten, can live on forever. Those who teach people to see, feel, and act differently, who enlarge the moral horizons of humankind, are rare indeed. Of these, Moses was the greatest. Not only does Moses evolve into the master teacher in Deuteronomy, but he serves to engrave this concept in the hearts of all Jews. Moses tells us to become a nation of educators. Teach these works to your children, speaking of them when you sit at home and when you travel on the way, when you lie down and when you rise. Write down for yourselves this song and teach it to the people of Israel. Nowhere else in the ancient world was there such concern for universal education. Jews became the people whose heroes were teachers, whose citadels were schools, and whose passion was study and the life of the mind. Moses' end-of-life transformation is one of the most inspiring in all of religious history. In that one act, he liberated his career from tragedy. He became a leader not only for his time, but for all of time. Perhaps Moses didn't realize how much of an impact he had on his people during his life. But in the full perspective of history, he changed them more than any other leader has ever changed any people. Because of the teachings of Moses,
we became the people of the book and the nation that built not pyramids, but schools and houses of study. The poet Shelley famously said, "Poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world." In truth, though, it is not poets, but teachers who shape society, handing on the legacy of the past to those who build the future. That insight has sustained the Jewish people for longer than any other civilization, and it began with Moses, the teacher, Moshe Rabbeinu.
Thank you. Oh. And now we invite our first vice president onto the bima, Deborah Blinder, for the honor of reading Torah this evening. And I just want to say, you don't have to be an officer of the congregation to do a Devar Torah or to read Torah or to carry the Torah, have an aliyah, light candles. Anyone is welcome to do it, so please call me. We'll make a date. It'll be awesome. And it is also a pleasure to invite onto the bima one of my former students, Daniel Yashino, and his mother, Carolyn Yashino, for the honor of tonight's aliyah in loving memory of Carolyn's mother, Daniel's grandmother, Mona Cohn. And let me put this down, and we'll come right back. That's an excellent question, Marianne. She's wondering what page we're on, and I wish I knew the answer. Can you find the beginning of Devarim, the beginning of Deuteronomy? 13:12, and Deborah is beginning on verse 6. Is that right, Deborah?
Yes,
Okay.
verse 6.
Thank you.
Once she finds it, you have to like do your
13:17. Thank you. And there we are. Okay.
right here.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. Venatan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Adon.
Adonai.
Let me try that again.
It's like reruns. Didn't I do that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I learned from the best.
There.
Amen. Adonai Eloheinu diber eleinu bechorev lemor rav lachem shevet bahar hazeh pnu usvu lachem uvo har האמורי ואל כל שכניו בערבה בהר ובשפלה ובנגב ובחוף הים ארץ הכנעני והלבנון עד הנהר הגדול נהר פרת. ראה נתתי לפניכם את הארץ, בואו ורשו את הארץ
Yishma Adonai Lavotechem Lavraham Litzchak Ulyaakov Latet Lahem Ulzar'am Acharehem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nota betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yashakach. Beautiful. Yashakach. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. We'll go the other way. Yashakach, Daniel.
Each week we offer prayers of healing for our family and friends. To our friends at home, if you have loved ones who are sick or ailing, please share their names in the chat now so they may be included in our prayers. As a community this week, we are praying for Diane Dakin, Randy Watkins, Gabby Lopez Smith, Victor Altman, Samantha Porteous, Barry Klein, Brooke Hall, Leslie Hirschfield, Judy Platt, Jacob Tenenbaum, Michael Sheets, Liam Ledesma, Michael Hall, Bill Meyer, Sherwin Sobel, Autumn Larrick, Philip Greer, Paul Preciso, Sunny David, Danny Rifkin, Linda Heiser, Lou Robin, Bill Bell, Al Aronofsky, Shoshana Ruth Batchana, Angelina Maciel, Leslie Corin, Miriam Boysa, Evan Sampson. As my hand passes around the congregation, please share the names of your friends and family in need of healing.
Do we have any friends to add from home, Ari?
And Bertie Sullivan.
We continue with the Misha Berach.
On page 23.
God, to all those names mentioned aloud, those of us here who are in need of these same prayers of refuah hanefesh and refuat haguf, healing of mind and body and spirit. Baruch atah Adonai rofech hacholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, healer of the sick.
Amen.
We continue with a prayer for our country and the state of Israel, page 23.
Guardian of life and liberty, grant blessings to our country. Grant our leaders patience and wisdom. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and may we never be lazy in the work of peace. Eternal God, grant blessings to the state of Israel. Protect her people, shelter them with peace, and grant them deliverance from the violence that surrounds them. May they live in harmony with one another and with their neighbors. May the bonds of faith and faith that unite the Jews of all lands be a source of strength and blessing to each of us and to all the world. And let us say, Amen. So when I sent out the Shabbat newsletter today, I said we have the Olympic davening team tonight, and it is my pleasure to invite the last member of the Olympic davening team up to the bima, Dean Meyer for Hagbah, for lifting the Torah. Those of us that are able, please rise. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai be'ad Moshe ki lekach tov natati lahem Torati al ta'azovu etz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tomchecha meushar deracheha Shalom, Hashivenu Adonai Elecha benashuva Hades.
No.
And we remain standing for the Aleinu on page 25. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Please be seated. Yasher koach. At the conclusion of each service, we remember our loved ones who are no longer physically with us, but who, through the gift of memory, live on in our hearts. To our friends at home, if you are in the 30-day period of mourning, the Shloshim, or the first year of mourning, the Shana, please write your loved one's name in the chat so that we may bring their name into this holy space. For those in the room, if you are in the Shloshim or the Shana, I invite you to stand and share your loved one's name so that we may offer you our support. And we remember these loved ones who have a yortzeit, the anniversary of their passing in the week ahead. If I read your loved one's name, please stand so that we may recognize you. We remember with love Annie Berger and Lou Hardy, Mindy Burkett, Jay Gore, Ida Candicesi, Eugene Weinstein, Eric Murrell, Murray Friedman, Bessie Korbholz, Catherine Gelman, Hyman Taylor, Mona Cohn, Lawrence Moore, Bernice Sobel, Lucille Berman, Rosa Epstein, Bradley Cantor, and Bella Zeff. Ari, do we have any names from our friends at home? We would also like to remember Nathan Corin and Harriet Corin. And as we do each week, we remember the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust, many leaving no one to say Kaddish for them. And we remember the innocents who have perished in this conflict in the Mideast, the innocents on both sides of the border. We take all of them into our hearts with our own, and in solidarity with the mourners, we rise physically or spiritually, and together we recite Mourner's Kaddish, page 26. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yuteh ve'amlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, amen. And I invite Beth back up onto the bima for announcements. Please be seated. Have you ever heard that expression, the cobbler's kids go shoeless? So, well, I'm a little embarrassed as I stand here because there is one member of our team that we have not recognized. Dean was not, in fact, the very last member of our team tonight that we'd like to say thank you to. My second son, Ari Gwozdov. I am so sorry, my apologies. I love you, you're amazing, you're wonderful. I don't know where we'd be without you. Ari on the live stream, connecting us to those at home. I'm ready, and you can start at number 2.
Okay. So, got a little bit shorter on those announcements. Yay. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Parents, opening day for our Learning Lab and Hebrew School is Sunday, August the 18th. Adults, make new temple friends and deepen your Jewish experience by taking an adult education class. Classes begin on August 28th. Everyone, please help us plan by registering in advance. Materials can be found in our e-newsletter or by visiting the learning page on our website. Attention, Family Promise volunteers and volunteer wannabes. Have you RSVP'd for the live scan event that we're hosting at Temple Israel on Wednesday, September 4th from 5:30 until 7:30 p.m.? Almost all Family Promise volunteers will need to have a live scan done, so don't delay. RSVP today by clicking the link in our weekly newsletter or by contacting Kathy Meyer or Karma.
I'm going to say one thing. So
Yes.
it sounds kind of intimidating, live scan, but it's just a fingerprinting done on a digital method instead of ink. So neater and high-techer.
And it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but we really do. We have these new mandates that were created from the state to protect children, and every organization that works with children now has to ask the same ask that we're doing. It's a little uncomfortable to ask people to do more in order to do something for someone, but that is what we need to do, and we really need you to come. So please join us, and please reread that email we sent you recently. Thank you.
All right. Whether you have kids or not, you'll enjoy the live music, food, crafts, photo booth, and other activities at the Family Promise Fun Festival. That is Saturday, August 24th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I believe that is at the
Central
Methodist.
Central Methodist, the Dinosaur Church down on Pacific. Y'all know what that is? Okay. Everyone is invited to Kabbalat Shabbat and Shabbarbecue on Friday, August the 23rd at 6:13, not 6:15, not 6:12, 6:13 p.m. Watch the newsletter for more details. To our friends at home, due to the nature of this experience, because it's kind of hard to eat on, food doesn't travel that well in the Ethernet. Anyhow, we will not be live streaming that night. We do hope to see you in person. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And we'd like to ask you all to come out of your seats and gather around the bima as we sing our concluding prayer, Oseh Shalom. The words are on page 27.
And if you're celebrating a happy event, please come and join us on the bima.
Got it?
Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Teva, Ve'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Teva, Ve'imru, Amen. Woo! Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Teva, Ve'imru, Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. No birthdays, anniversaries, burn the mortgage. So happy birthday to Carrie and Abstention. We send our love and our best. No, nothing? Anybody got a new puppy? Getting a little desperate here. Kathy has a new car, Tit Kadesh. May you be renewed by your new purchase. Drive it in good health for many years.
All righty.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Well, and here's a happy occasion. We have a Steve Schermerhorn challah.
Ready?
He just has all kinds of talents.
He does, he does.
And it is our custom to connect to the challah or to connect to someone who's connected to the challah. Thank you, Felipe. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And let's take a minute, turn around, and on 3 we'll say Shabbat Shalom to our friends at home. Echad, Shtayim, Shalosh. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Please join us in the social hall where the air conditioning is working really well.
Shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom. Hamidenu Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom. Hamidenu Malkeinu. Shalom.